Oh hey, I forgot to mention, we're in Paris.
Hi. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Checking back here for another video today. As I just mentioned, we're in Paris. As you can see, we have the nice... I just noticed that we have the Eiffel Tower here on the background. We just arrived. We overslept heavily, about 1.5 hours. Not my fault.
Oh yeah, it was your fault.
Okay, so we left at around 3:30 and it's a 4.5 hour drive, so we arrived at around 8:30. I had breakfast at a quite least aesthetically pleasing breakfast place compared to Amsterdam. But that's alright. Now we're walking to a well-known shopping street. I'm weak.
Stop judging me.
Come on, lunges.
You.
Day after leg day.
I'm not doing this. I'm not. Off, I just want to get some food.
Quick stop in between. A chicken sandwich for the gains, and of course, the bay has the same. Food heaven or what?
Oh, stop it.
And also the most expensive food heaven. Alright, so it's around 5:30 right now, and we're going to be looking for a place to eat. Now hopefully we can find a little sushi place, since you already know what time it is for me. All day, every day. We've already seen quite about everything of Paris, or at least the popular sightseeings. Chilling right now, and then heading for some food. Literally the most insane dessert ever. Nutella pizza. Now, isn't this a beautiful sight?
Oh, you were talking about that thing.
No, I was talking about this thing. Oh! Weighing this morning at 85.2 kilograms, so that's 0.3 kilograms down from the last video, and that is a couple of days ago. So hit a new low in finally, so that means that the calories and the somewhat cardio or the long walks that I take are kind of paying off finally. So without further ado, you already know what time it is. The first meal of the day, I have my all-brown bowl with bananas, a Nutella sandwich, black coffee, and water to get hydrated. It is such crappy weather today. I always think it's so funny that whenever I say in a video that the weather is popping, it actually starts raining like the next day, and it basically proves that the Netherlands has shitty weather. But anyways, I'm on the way to the gym right now. I'm about to hit a upper body session. My music just went on randomly. Okay. I'm about to hit an upper body session. I'm going to be focusing around the overhead press, and then obviously hit chest, back, shoulders and arms with it. But for the main focus of the workout, as my compound movement, I'm doing the overhead press. I'm not going to be going overly heavy today. Riding the book down. Last week I worked up to 80 kilograms and did that for a top set of 5. I'll probably go for around either a top set of 70 kilograms or just stay at the same weight for around 60 kg and put a little bit more hypertrophy stimulation on the delts. So without further ado, let's head to the gym. Gotta put in the aux or aux, whatever you want to call it.
Does it matter for you?
Right, time to hit the gym. Alright, for this informative voiceover, I'd like to go over my approach to training while I'm aiming to lose body fat. Now, I've been having some discussions with people I know in the gym that I currently train at and debating about how one should train when wanting to lose body fat. Now, what happens 80% of the time is people falling into the myth that in order to lose fat and get that shredded look, you have to do higher reps with lighter weight, since that shapes the muscle, or so that the myth calls it. Now, this is the absolute worst tactic to follow if you want to lose body fat, since it actually puts the risk of losing muscle mass during a cut to a very high degree. Let's look at this in a very logical manner, which gets overlooked way too often in my opinion. If you're training a certain way to build muscle mass, you'll have to keep doing that in order to keep that muscle mass. You know, if it's not being used, it has no reason to stay. Now, I bet that now that I have said that, it sounds pretty logical, right? But still, there are so many people that think that you have to train heavy for muscle mass and train light for looking shredded, while both actually have to be used in order to achieve pretty much any look that you're going for. Alright, so my approach is pretty much both of the above, but not for any of the reasons that the myth set it out to be for. Now, I always train, quote unquote, heavy on my compound lifts, since I strive to promote progressive overload. Which means that I focus on gaining strength or adding an extra rep to my sets to create a bigger stimulus to my muscles. That's how muscle growth occurs. You know, a bigger stimulus over time is required for your muscles to grow. So if all of a sudden you start using lighter weights, it's first of all not being stimulated to grow, and it's not being stimulated to stay. Now, I'm currently following my own modified version of a reverse pyramid programming, in which I perform 4 sets on my compound lifts. Now, the first set is my top set, which is around 85% of my estimated 1 rep max, which I perform 5 reps. Then I drop 10% for the second set, in which I perform 6 reps. Then I drop 5% for the third set of 7, and another 5% for the fourth set of 8 reps. Now, doing this allows me to not overreach, unlike what I mostly did with my 5x7, 5 and 3 programming, and put my focus on increasing my top set, which currently actually does wonders for my strength, even though I'm in a deficit. So on all of the other exercises, I focus a little bit more on higher reps, preferably in the 8 to 15 rep range, to add a little bit more volume to my workouts and stimulate enough hypertrophy to prevent risk of muscle loss. So to sum this all up, train in both types of rep ranges, since like I said, in order to keep the muscle mass, you have to keep using it, otherwise it has no reason to stay. Right guys, I'm back home from the gym, hit a pretty intense upper body session. I was only able to record like 3 sets from all of the exercises that I did, since it was pretty damn crowded and I couldn't really place the tripod anywhere. Luckily, my bro Maximiliano filmed 1 set of incline dumbbell presses. So the workout went pretty well. The strength is still there, even though I thought that I was going to take it easy on the overhead press today, but turned out I was able to hit another 80 kg for a top set of 5. Energy is low though, so I'm really excited for my post-workout meal. Alright guys, the volume in this meal is real. I have half a bag of salad, or this is a mixed salad. I have 200 grams of rice mixed in with some chicken and a lot of different kinds of vegetables. Trust me, if you guys had smell-o-vision, you would be really hungry right now.
raadsel.
And that is all for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any other topics that you would like me to cover in an informative voiceover, then please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a like, so it really helps out the channel grow. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.